So another bloody day in the market for the overall market and for SoFi, just straight down since it was at 13 a couple days ago after their acquisition news for Technisys, which apparently is going to open up 11 or 12 different countries. SoFi is going to be able to operate in that it wasn't able to last week. So, I mean, this is really, really good news long term if you're a long term shareholder. But short term, I guess there was dilution. It was an all stock deal for about 1.1 billion, and so the stock sold off today. And I bought more around my buy price, which was like 1060 to 1080. Thinking there was a good chance that we were still on path for what I've been laying out for the last couple videos, but the market decided to just go through the recent all-time low, and actually now we finished at 1026, and if you look back here, the all-time low is 1012 from IPOE, no, 1008 from the IPOE days. So that's even worse news, because if we break that, then all of this doesn't even matter anymore. We have to start completely over, because whenever you break the first wave low, you start completely over. And unfortunately, I think I see that happening. I'll go ahead and go into the chart. Before I had us on a bottoming right here, and then I had 1, A, B, and then C down here. I was thinking we're going to bottom around 1080, but we went through that today. And so that kind of changed my count, and that's what you got to do with Elliott Wave. You can't be, you're going to change your count a lot depending on what happens in the market. You're just going by probabilities. And so here is my new count. We had wave 1 right here, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then this is when the bank charter news came out. If you notice, bank charter news comes out and we literally hit a double top right here. If it would have broke that would have broke the chart. It stays double top and then comes all the way down here to make a new low at 1050. That was the end of the third wave, and then we bounce A, B, and then C right here. If you look at the fibs, just to see the levels, we have this one's not really not normal for a second wave, but that's got to be the second wave right there. This is the end of the first, second. And then if you do the second to the third, you'll see the fourth wave finishes around the 0.38 fib. So that's the fourth wave, and then we are starting the fifth and final wave down with earnings on the first. And as you can see, we went 1, bounced for 2, didn't break this high, and then this ridiculous fall from 1320 or 1330 all the way down to 1021 today. And if you go down on the 30-minute time frame, you'll be able to see it clearer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, A, B, C, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was the bottom of the third wave, according to my count. And so what I'm looking for from here is a move from this low. We're probably looking at a bounce to 1090 all the way to possibility 1140. I'm leaning towards 1090 because this is more than 1.61 if you take the fib from the first wave to the very beginning. So I'm looking for about 1090 to 1130. So we get that bounce probably tomorrow. I think we already started it right here, you can see. And then, so it's probably A, B, and probably going to get a big bounce up here at 1090 in my opinion. We'll see. So that's the 23rd. Let's go ahead and put that there. And then, if we go to 1090 tomorrow, I'm looking at, for the final fifth wave push down, we're looking at, I already have it marked down here, And this is pretty depressing because if this does break the 10-12 mark, which it looks like it could, it looks like the 50% retracement is at 937 all the way down to 898. And there is always a possibility. Those are my targets for the fifth wave. And that would be the end of the second wave. But the problem is that we go down to this low, we break the original all-time low. And so none of that matters anymore. We start completely over from scratch. So that is the possibility. There's always the possibility, though, that we bounce and then it just comes down and barely breaks this low, and we still hold the 10-12 level, and that would still be a valid overall second wave. So if that happened and we held 10-12, then my target would still be like $30 for wave 3 whenever that begins. As you can see, the second wave has been long drawn out for now over a year, which is crazy. But yeah, I would say the most likely scenario is we break this low and we bottom around low 9s to high 8s. So let me know what you think. Obviously, this sell-off with all the catalysts that have happened is complete manipulation by the whales, the banks, the institutions, whatever you want to call them, the market makers. They had a plan the whole time, and there's subtle clues you can look at where you can be like, all right, this is probably going to go lower. For instance, we have A, and then we have A, B, C, and you notice C does not break the high of A. If this would have broke the high, then maybe we are heading. I originally on this part thought we were going to go to 30 and break this, and I got stopped out I think around like $19 here or something like that, and then I started rebuying around 16 or 17, and then it just kept on dipping. It's my long-term position. I'm still really bullish on the company, but manipulation short-term is over the top, and I'm still expecting more downside. So target 937 to 898 for the fifth wave, but short-term tomorrow looking for about $11. So let me know what you think in the comments. Where do you think the bottom is in the stock, and where do you think we can go if we have good earnings? The call options for earnings in March are kind of bearish in my opinion. There's so many of them. But I think if we hit low 9s to high 8s to finish the sell-off, I think we can probably get back to maybe 11 to 12 going into earnings. That's kind of like my target. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next video. Like and subscribe. I do an update pretty much every day on Sofi. This is one of my long-term positions. And so my charting should help you out a little bit, give you an idea where we are exactly in the chart. So I will see you in the next video.